Hello everybody, this is Ark Nova here, getting back some more Let's Play Trails in the Sky the Third. Well, last we left off, we finished off the Jade Corridor and met up with Schwarzritter, the man we saw when we first got teleported here, who knows a lot about us. Hey, come over here for a minute. Honestly, how many times do I have to tell you not to run off without telling me, Reese? I had the fright of my life when I turned around after finishing my shopping to find you weren't there. Don't do that again, okay? I just smelled something nice in the stall over there, but hey, I found something weird. Weird? Oh goodness. Do you think he's dead? Or maybe he indulged in excess gourmandizing. I am almost certain it's not the latter. I said, what are they teaching children in school these days? Never mind. I suppose that should wait. Hey there. Can you hear us? Ooh, looks like he's conscious, at least. What's the matter? I can't see this being a very comfortable place to sit. Maybe he's just hungry? When you're really hungry, sometimes you don't have the energy to talk. You might actually be right there, and you'd know better than anyone. Well then, I think I've got just the thing. When did you get Quincy Bell chocolate? I bought this for you originally, so I'm sorry, Reese. Do you mind if he has this? Okay. Good girl. Come on, why don't you try some? I think you'll like it, especially if you like sweet things. Quincy chocolate's the best there is. There might be a brand that tastes nicer, but they've got the best balance between taste and cost. See? That's a glowing review coming from none other than my darling little sister. The taste should help warm you up a bit, too. Go on, see what you think. What was that? Oh? I said, get lost. Just leave me alone. Please. What should we do? So you're not going to take me up on my offer, huh? I guess I'm left with no choice. Why are you eating it? Munch. Mmm. Mmm. Letters. Whoa! Woo! That should be enough. God! What? What the hell was that for? Looks like that did the trick. See, I told you that sweet things are great for perking you up. That wasn't the chocolate. That was you being a maniac. What kind of girl does that to a kid that is found on the street? Are you some kind of pedophile or something? Oh my. The Sunday school curriculum really seems to have changed since I went there. But where else could you and Reese be picking up these fancy words, I wonder? I don't think that's really the problem. Yeah, what she said. Wait a sec. Your clothes look familiar. Oh, come to think of it, I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? My name's Rufina. Rufina Argent. And this is my little sister, Reese. How about you? What's your name? Kevin. Kevin, are you listening? Oh, sorry about that. Must have spaced out a bit. Are you alright? It's understandable, really. After all that's happened, it's no surprise you're feeling tired. Maybe you should rest up a bit before we keep going? Nah, don't worry about me. Anyway, we're about to start going over all the information we've gathered so far, right? Yes, but... he may not be our ally, but our encounter with that Schwarzritter turned out to be quite illuminating. We finally have the name of the strange place we found ourselves in, for one. That's right. He called it Phantasma, right? Yep, interesting name it's got. Not sure where it came from, though. As far as I know, it's nothing like the church's. It's nothing from the church's scripts. I've never heard of it before either. Then there's the existence of his lord. Well, judging by how that guy spoke of them, that must be the big boss around here. They seem to know a whole lot about us, too. Incidentally, there was the one thing the knight mentioned which made me curious. It mentioned you having a sister, Reese? Oh my, I didn't mean to pry into your personal affairs. Should I have not asked? Nah, I don't blame you for being curious. As she said, I do indeed have a sister. Her name was Rufina. She was one of the girls that are just like I am now. Reese. I take it that your use of past tense means... Yes, she fell in the line of duty during a mission. Roughly 5 years ago, to be precise. I see. But in that case, how could that man possibly know so much about her skills? I wish I knew. I didn't really know much about the work she did. What about you, Kevin? Sorry. I can't think of how she might have met him either. Still, she was known for being one skilled knight, and not just in terms of strength in battle. Her judgment and negotiation abilities are both top class too. The details of her missions are as much a mystery to me as they are for Reese. But it's not a stretch to think that she could have met him during one of them. I suppose. We have little more than conjecture to go off of. I suppose the matter will have to remain unsolved for now. My apologies. I should never have asked. All I did was bring up painful memories for the two of you. Don't sweat it. We still learned something out of this, and that's that our enemies are keeping a pretty close eye on what we do here. We're going to need to be careful every step of the way. So it seems. Shall we get back to our ever-cautious trek then? We'll have to go back to where we met that guy and keep going from there, right? Yeah, I saw another warp at the top of the stairs. Thankfully, the cube can get us back there in no time flat once we're up for it. And we are up for it right now. So beating the boss made the water come back, I think. No? No, not quite. Alright, new zone. This is the exit you noticed before, right, Father? Or entrance, perhaps? It's just like the magic circle at the base. Do you think this will take us somewhere completely new? Most likely. It's the only other road I've seen, so we're just going to have to see where it takes us. That's the statue of a white falcon. Wait, isn't this? This is the southern block of Grancel. Thank goodness we're finally out of there. What's up with you, Reese? You look like you've seen a ghost. Well, I can't pretend to be all that familiar with Grancel, but that's not its main gate, is it? What? Nope. Crap! What? No, it isn't. Chapter 2, The Otherworldly Capital. Those soldiers aren't the Royal Army. What has happened here? What happened to the capital while I was away? Man, I did not see this coming when we stepped out of that warp. Either something happened... Goddamn. Either something happened here while we were stuck inside that place, or Phantasm is now able to influence the world outside. I apologize, but I cannot stand here any longer. I need to go check on Grancel Castle. I am concerned for this city's citizens, but above all, I fear for the safety of Her Majesty and the Princess. I don't blame you, but we're coming with. Strong as you are, going alone isn't smart, but panicking is the worst thing you can do right now. Extraordinary situations like these are when caution and careful thinking are your most valued allies. You're quite right, of course. I understand. Then castle it is. We should try to investigate the city on our way there, too. Keep your eyes peeled, though. The fiends here look like they're not playing around. Understood. Right. Alright, so I assume all the shops are closed off. They are not. But there's nobody tending them, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Or does it? Give him defense. Since I'm using him as a mage and being able to take a couple more hits is nice. Because he's got my heals. I thought I had the ability to sense enemies on the map. But it looks like I don't. Iron Knight. super weak to time.
Bam! Hey!
But not weak enough to time. Damn it.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Yeah, I thought Eagle Eye let me see them on the map, but that is clearly not the case at the moment. Chest in here. Perhaps. No? Yes. Akashic Heart. Big damage up.
For the sake of my master!
Alright, so let's go in this room. The Fisherman's Guild. Probably a chest up here as well. Oh, a door. Bring me the girl who loves to fish. Only then shall the door open. Ah. So that one needs a Stell. I don't think anyone's here. I faintly hoped there would be, but I should have known that wouldn't be the case. The guild's assistance would have been immensely helpful in a situation like this too. I'll go and have a look at the telephone. Maybe I'll be able to contact the branch somewhere else and ask them for help. Thanks, Tita. It's no use. The phone's technically working, but I can't actually get through to anywhere. Have you tried contacting headquarters at Lacedown Fortress? Oh, no. No good. I can't get through to them either. I see. I imagine you would get the same result no matter where you tried to call. Probably, yeah. Well, that's not ideal, but it looks like we're on our own. Bring me the dancer with the silver locks. Only then shall the door open. Fried Phoenix. Kind of depressing. I guess I can't go this way. Nope. One place I can't go is the castle. I wonder, I'm gonna take Eagle Eye off of Tita. Give it to Father G over here and give her range 1. Oh, she can use Dark Matter now. Freaking Dark Matter ain't no goddamn joke. Dark Matter's strong. Yeah, just I suspected. Freaking Eagle Eye is not working for some reason.
Scary.
Or was it not Eagle Eye that I was looking for? I thought Eagle Eye was won't let me see their dots on the map. I don't know. Freaking let's just keep plowing.
Go for it.
Power up.
Justice must always prevail.
I didn't see him there. Rita's just getting no, sacred breath.
I'll save you!
We can just keep cold blurring them, I guess.
Take it! Go for it!
Heal up the team.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Alright, what's in the hotel, I wonder? A door? A chest? Both? Neither? Well, at least one chest with a paltry amount of money. Alright, a little less paltry now that there's two set. There were two amounts of them. Okay, 1500 Mira. And a white bracelet, which is useful for what, I wonder? Rent's blind. And we'll have you progress. Oh. I want you to have the Black Mangle. I want my mage to have the Glam Choker. Ring Give me the guardian of the royal family and the blade that serves the imperial house. Only then shall the door open. Well, I have that. I have the blade of the royal. Give me the guardian of the royal family. I have her in my party. Right now. I don't know what that means, but I have her here. Bring me the guardian of the royal family and the blade that serves the imperial house. Is that not Julia? A large armored soldier is blocking the path to the castle. Attempt to defeat it? Yes. Oh boy. Alright, Iron Kaiser's weak to friggin' time magic. Blasting.
Prepare to meet the storm!
Oh yeah, blinded the lava. Love it.
Strike as one! Hey!
I hold in my hand a
Upon the golden wings of Saturn.
Oh, that's awesome. That was easy.
That worked up an appetite.
Yes, it did, Lady Reese. Yes, it did. No. What's this magical symbol for? I believe it's locked by a spiritual power of some kind. We're unlikely to be able to force our way through as long as it remains active, I'm afraid. That's certainly how it seems, which means we're going to need to find some way to remove it or we won't be able to get inside. Most likely, yeah. You alright with us leaving the castle until later then? I fear we have little choice. I can only hope that Adios keeps everyone inside safe until we can return. Shall we resume our search of the city in the meantime? That works. Hopefully we can find some way of getting inside while we're making the rounds. I have Julia, but whatever. So, the door that opened is this part of the south block, so let's go in and investigate this room. So now we're in the east block. So what's Bose Market have for us, or Edel Department? We're not in Bose. Huh, how to make septium drops. Softening balm. Alright, nothing more. Could be obtained from there. Oh, didn't even see there, right?
Justice must always prevail.
You're a locked door. You're a place I can enter. Go upstairs first. Nothing upstairs. Nothing this side, so there should be something on this side. Nothing in the museum at all? Strange. I thought for sure this place would have something for us. So we can go investigate this area as well. But we're not going to yet. Go check out the embassies. Oh. No time to get comfy, huh? They just popped up out of nowhere. Here they come. Dark Blade. Everybody here is weak to time.
I'll save you!
This is bad.
Yeah!
Goddess bless you. I gotta get
Everybody gets
I'll
healed.
save you!
Goddess bless you. Prepare to meet your doom!
Not too bad. We're getting a bit iffy, but we got this.
For the sake of my master!
Chain 3. Nice, nice. There's the next ceiling stone. We'll worry about that later. Bestia coat. Nice to not have my friggin' white mage get got. Door's locked. Oh, you.
Yeah!
Justice must always prevail.
So the other embassy is sealed. Damn. Double
This is
damn.
bad.
Oh, okay, so she has res.
Yeah!
Okay, she has res on command. Alright, Julia, come on back to us.
Goddess bless you.
Shall we?
This is bad.
Again. Oh my god. I'm forgetting that so much.
All yours!
Go for it.
Let's try that again.
Goddess bless you.
This time with less being a clown.
Prepare to meet your doom!
Oh, that must be a guaranteed drop if you kill him during that.
What's next?
So what's over in this room? Friggin' landing port. We'll go investigate the landing port. We're gonna see if we can find something cool here.
Ta!
Oh, you guys.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
Ta!
For the sake of my master!
And in here. We're just getting them, gotten them.
Yeah!
We did it!
I don't want to use the freaking healing, the CP healing spring just yet. I want to save that for when there's guaranteed bosses around. So, didn't even see him. Because I'm probably gonna get, get rocked.
Goddess bless you. Strike as one!
I'll save you! Yeah!
Critical heals going, pop everybody up.
Prepare to meet your fate!
Yeah!
Freaking just start clobbering.
Strike as one!
Okay, Julia. I really wish I could turn that freaking thing off. I really wish it would just default to attack every turn
Ta!
and not the freaking cursor memory.
Justice must always prevail.
In fact, I think I should be able to turn that off.
Yeah!
Alright, gotta get some CP back.
Not bad!
Although fighting these enemies is kind of freaking pointless at the moment now. Because they don't give me crap for EXP.
Yeah!
Yawn. Boredom. Everybody get some heals.
Not bad!
Alright, let's get back to the embassy. Which was... Didn't even see him. I hate how even though I have Eagle Eye, it's not working. Sealing stone? Is that? Indeed, we found you and Tita inside stones just like this. At this point, it's safe to assume there's someone sealed inside this one too. Well, it's in the Erebonian embassy, so maybe it's Olivier? Oh wait, Joshua was born in Erebonia too, wasn't he? Oh, I don't care who it is. I can't wait to find out who's inside. Well, there's only one way to know for sure. There's no rush, but we should try to make our way back to the base soon and check out for ourselves. Full heal. Unleash. I still can't get over how pretty they are. So this is how I was released too, was it? So somewhere in the market zone. Oh, a lot of the doors opened now. That looks like... Ugh, what was that? A stun grenade? Fall back, Olivier. Their target is likely to be... What? It really is you. Captain Schwartz, what are you doing here? Just where is this? And what happened to Olivier? So you were with the prince when you were drawn in here? Allow me to explain what we know of our current situation. If you have any questions, I would be happy to try and answer them. I see. I must admit, all this is a little much to take in at once. I'm more tempted to think I'll wake up any minute to find I've been dreaming. I felt much the same at first, Major. I've been in here for a while now, and I still find myself doubting all this is even real. I'm too hard-headed for my own good, I fear. Then we're similar in more ways than one. In any case, we don't have the luxury of time on our side. I'm concerned about that fool's safety, so allow me to assist with your search. We'd be happy to have you. Incidentally, before we get going, what kind of situation were you in when the lights started surrounding you? Well, the two of us were in Parm conducting an inspection. Night arrived, and the two of us made our way back to the hotel where we were staying. That was when it happened, and completely without warning. I can't say for sure, but given that he was with me, he may have been caught up in this as well. Parm? That's the southernmost town in Erebonia, right? That's right, it happens to be the closest Erebonian town to Laurel. Sorry to interject, but may I ask something? Who is this Olivier you keep referring to? Oh, he was another one of the guys who came with us to that flying city, Prince Olivert. You wouldn't think he was a prince if you met him, though. He's a real easygoing and fun to be around. I'm not sure I could disagree anymore with that last part if I tried. He delights in living a life of excessive debauchery and constantly exhausts those unfortunate enough to be around him at every waking hour. Haha, you know as well as I do that there's more to him than that, of course. Word of his exploits since returning to the Empire has been reaching Laburel, Major. If they're to be believed, he's quite adored at high-class social gatherings. It's true he's managed to avoid causing too much of a stir by keeping up his usual act so far. But who knows what kinds of rumors will start spreading when he reveals his true colors. Well, keep hanging in there, buddy. Something wrong, Reese? Nothing at all. It's interesting how the people we've found so far all seem to know one another. That can't be simple coincidence. Perhaps only the people who meet that condition of getting surrounded by that white light and coming here? Maybe. Well, the logic does add up. At the very least, it appears to be linked to becoming imprisoned in one of those stones you spoke of. You'd mentioned before not finding sealing stones containing any of the Arsail's crew or Grand Salite residents, right? Despite encountering both the ship and the city itself in an abnormal state. That's correct. I hadn't even thought of that. It's good food for thought while we keep exploring. Right now, our focus needs to be finding out what happened to Grancel. Indeed. I'd like to accompany you, too, if at all possible. The fastest way for me to accept the situation I'm in would be to experience it firsthand. Yeah, friggin'. I prefer having Mr. Mueller up there just to beat some ass. From this point on, it will be possible to switch members in and out of the party from the garden. To do this, select the party icon displayed on the top of the screen. Members who aren't mandatory at this point in time can be switched in freely. It's also possible to view and change equipment ordnance and reserve members from the camp menu while in the garden as well. Well, I'll leave the exploration of the capital in your hands. It may be best for me to take some time to cool my head here and regain my composure. Okay? If we find anything noteworthy, we'll let you know right away. In the meantime, we'll leave guarding the garden to you. Understood. What was that? Kevin, was that? Yup, it's our old pal, the Cube, again. Visitors from afar. Possessors of the Cube. A woman's voice voice? And who might she be? Wish we knew. Whoever she is, it doesn't seem like she can hear us. You seem to be gathering strength well. I will unlock another of the cube's powers. About remote abilities. In the cube menu, you can select a character not in the active party to set as a support member. This support member will confer certain benefits on the active party. Each character has a different set of benefits they can provide, including raising stats, drop rates, and more. The power of the malevolent one is much too great. I pray that your bonds become a great light that will let you prevail. Good old pal the cube. I fear I may have underestimated just how bizarre the situation is. Regardless, whoever she may be, it doesn't sound like she means us any harm. Indeed, that Schwarzwerder is clearly our enemy, but the woman doesn't seem to be so far. That said, I wouldn't place too much trust in her just yet. We still don't know who she is. Well, thanks to her, we got a few neat features on the cube to play around with. You guys up for seeing how they work? Do I actually have to use the menu? Where's the memo? Each member confers different benefits. Let's just see. If Kevin has 769 art stack, when Julia's not in the party. So when Julia's not in the party, so it's just automatic passive. He's got 769. But if I put Julia in the party,
Understood.
he still has 769, so I don't know how the support thing works. I don't know how to use the support system. Arch defense plus 20%. Alright, so his ADF is 24, so that should be a high enough amount.
Understood.
I don't know. Bueller gives defense up 5% when he's out of the party, and agility down 10%. So defense is 1096.
Do it!
Yeah, I don't know. Another tactics? No. Items? No. Orbment? Equipment? I don't know how that support thing works. freaking play this mini game, because now we have Mueller with us. Bring me the guardian of the royal family and the blade that serves the imperial house. Only then shall the door open. Oh. So do I need Julia and Mueller here? I think I do. Alright, so let's do that. Sorry, Peeta, you gotta take a back seat for this at the moment. There we go. Star chambers look amazing. I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Oh, I thought star doors were mini game doors, not extra cutscene doors. Mini cutscene doors. Okay, I guess that's what we're doing for the rest of the video. Roughly 2 months after the crisis that struck Lebreau came to an end. That concludes my report on all that transpired here 2 months prior. I really cannot thank you enough for your above and beyond efforts, Captain. Bringing an end to the chaos and restoring hope to its people was no easy task. You should truly be proud of yourself. Your Majesty, please. I have done nothing to deserve such praise. I would beg to differ, and it's why I want to thank you on behalf of everyone in Lebreau's citizens. Not only did you ensure our safety, you went from place to place aiding in the restoration as well. Now you continue to be just as busy serving as the leader of the Royal Guard. You deserve all the thanks you can get. I really am proud of you, Captain Schwartz. I am honored, Your Majesty. I believe I'll be able to formally present you with at least one medal for your achievements at a later date, too. General Morgan seems to think a promotion is almost assured as well. I'm looking forward to seeing what work the future holds in store for you. But, Your Majesty, I must object. The only reason this crisis was resolved at all was because of the efforts of countless people, all of whom gave their all for Lebreau's sake. My contribution was but a minor part of a much greater whole. I don't feel it would be appropriate for me to be receiving medals or promotions. Captain, I agree that countless people contributed to achieving the peace that we now have. Everyone who fought, who tried to protect their loved ones, and who endured suffering they faced contributed in some way. But I believe it's clear that to everyone that without the Arsail, the crisis would not have seen the conclusion that it did. And the one who commanded the Arsail was you. Be that as it may, medals are one thing, but I couldn't possibly consider accepting a promotion. I feel as though I barely spent all that much time in my current position, so assuming one with even greater responsibility would be... There's no need to be so modest. In my opinion, you've accomplished much more in your current position than you seem to believe you have. Actually, Captain, I'd like to propose that you take the rest of the day off. How would you feel about that? May I ask why, Your Majesty? I'm not sure I quite understand. As I mentioned, I want to show my thanks to you for what you did, and I believe there to be better ways to do so than formal meetings like these. You certainly deserve some rest, too, given how exhausting going back and forth between military HQ and the castle practically every day must be. I've even been receiving requests from members of the Royal Guard saying they would like for you to take a break as well. I'm terribly sorry that you had to listen to such complaints, Your Majesty. It was certainly not my intent that you should be troubled, so who was it? Lux? Leon? It could easily be both, knowing them. I'm used to them telling me as much every time they see me, but I cannot believe they chose to bother Her Majesty with the issue. As such, I would like for you to take the remainder of the day and use it to relax. That way you can return to your duties tomorrow feeling refreshed and ready to work for the good of this nation anew. Very well. If that is your wish, Your Majesty. I, Captain Julius Schwartz of the Royal Guard, accept your proposal and shall take leave of my duties for the remainder of the day. A promotion. Ordinarily, receiving one would be cause for celebration, but for me... Good morning, Captain. Good morning, Captain. I hear you've been given the rest of the day off. That's right, yes. I'm amazed you already know when I was just told myself. It's not all that amazing, really. Leanne was trying to make sure everyone knew over the communications network from Leiston. I hear Echo appealed directly to Her Majesty, even. Directly? I can't believe it. He did look like he had something he wanted to say to me the last time I saw him. What is it with them? I still wish we could have helped with repairing the Arsail too, though. I hear the repairs are running a little behind schedule too. I wonder how things are going over there. You needn't worry about the Arsail's repairs. The only reason those three are still at Lacedon Fortress is that they wouldn't take no for an answer and insisted on staying. The repairs are currently being carried under Gustav, the maintenance chief from ZCF. They'll be completed properly. Incidentally, do you know if Her Highness left already? Yes, in fact. Claudia left not that long ago if you're looking for her. She's gone to inspect the royal villa. Were you not aware of this? Your Grace. I was not. I would very much have liked to accompany her over there, if I am truthful. I suppose that comes as no surprise. You always have been one to put yourself forward to escort her at every opportunity. I cannot say I understand why. Simple escort jobs are well below your current rank. Yeah, I suppose so. Still, I'm sure she's well. She has a number of trustworthy guardsmen with her. Try not to fret over her too much. Of course, you're right. Thank you, Your Grace. And with that, we're leaving, Philip. There's work to be done. Ah, just a moment, Your Grace. Please try not to be too downhearted. What are you doing, Philip? I said that there is work to be done. I apologize. Apologies. It looks like as though I missed Her Highness yet again. Still, we're both so busy with our duties, that's no wonder it keeps happening. It's incredible how much Duke Dunan's changed. Tell me about it. Apparently he's often seen in the administrative room working genuinely hard lately. He was the one who proposed paying compensation out a while back, too. I always thought of him as a good-for-nothing slob, but maybe there's more to him than that. He's finally showing that he shares Her Majesty's blood after all. You're on duty. Enough idle chatter. My apologies, Captain. As you are seemingly aware, I will be absent from the castle for the remainder of the day. I expect the two of you to take care of things here in my absence. Yes, ma'am. Take care, ma'am. Being granted a day off is well and good in theory, but I haven't done one in so long I haven't the faintest idea what to do with it. Should I go shopping, perhaps do maintenance work on my equipment? Or would I be best just returning to my room and reading a book? No, I need to do more than simply rest with my time. I need to use it productively. I know, wouldn't it be nice to take a light stroll along the scenic route? I haven't done that in ages. It would be an excellent use of my time, even. Is it really true that Julia has returned to Grancel? Where is she? Where is she? Please don't push. Everyone, please calm down. What exactly is going on here? Captain! Oh no, why did you have to come now? It's dangerous here. Please, retreat back inside the castle at once. It's Julia! What? It really is? Oh no. What in the devil is this? Julia! What? Wait, Julia! Don't go! Captain Schwartz, we've locked the castle gates for the time being. You aren't hurt, are you? No, I'm fine. What just happened? Well, they appear to be some rather ardent fans of yours, Captain. You know, we did have a rather large number of fan letters arrive at the castle this morning. I wonder if that could be related to all of this. Fan letters? Apparently, some magazine company put together a special feature on you yesterday. It was full of information on what you were up to on that flying city. Oh, that reminds me. A few people who claim to be from the Liberal News came here while you were away. They said they were putting together a feature to capitalize on your popularity, so they wanted to gather material for it. I think I've heard enough. I could probably fill in the rest myself. Why am I getting this kind of attention? Fan letters, magazine articles? Why am I being treated like someone special? I'm not. Not at all. First Her Majesty praising me more than I deserve, and now this. All I really want to do is protect Her Highness. That's all. That's what I want to do now, too, but the opportunity to actually go with her and escort her rarely seems to present itself anymore. Must I be forced to accept that this is how things will be going forward? Thank you for your time today, Archbishop. I will conduct Mass again tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Could I ask that you pass that on to Her Majesty? It would be my pleasure. Oh, if it isn't Julia, I wasn't expecting to find you here. Is something the matter? Oh, not at all. And good day to you, Archbishop. It's good to see you again, Julia. I haven't seen you for some time. You had me a little concerned. I'm terribly sorry for worrying you. I'd also like to apologize for not attending Mass at all of late. Oh, it's no trouble. I'm well aware of how busy you are. All I ask of you in the busy times you face in this is this. No matter how busy you may become, you must never lose sight of yourself. What matters to you most is always close at hand. Thank you, Archbishop. I'll take what you have said to heart. Haha, excellent. No, if you'll excuse me, I should really be on my way. Good day, Archbishop. Actually, there's one way I'm able to get out of here. Archbishop Courant, please wait. Everyone, please move a little farther from the castle gates. Please, just a little more. If everyone could please remain calm. It's Julia! She's coming out! She's coming out! No, she's not. Oh, it's just the Archbishop and his sister. Come now, everyone, move aside and let us pass. Whew. Looks like your plan ended up working, Julia. Fortunately, yes. I'm sorry for causing you trouble yet again. Not to worry. You have my sympathies, even. They seem to be rather some very fervent admirers back there. Major Vander? What is he doing here? I thought he already left Liberl. This is quite a surprise. I wasn't aware you were also a sister of the church, Captain Schwartz. You can tell? Well, I should be back in Erebonia, but I still have a little cleaning up after that fool to do. So I ended up having to come back here again in the end. I would have liked to take the time to go and greet you, but the chance ultimately never presented itself. Nevertheless, I'm pleased we were able to meet again, Captain. Or is it Sister Julia now? Major! It appears to me that there's little point in trying to disguise your identity from this man. Perhaps you needn't bother? Regardless, I have preparations to make for this afternoon's mass, so I should excuse myself. Good day to you both. Archbishop! So that was the famous Archbishop Courant, was it? Perhaps I should have taken the chance to introduce myself properly to him. Major? I should probably explain how I ended up in this situation. You see, oh, I wish I could have stayed a while longer, but I've really got to get going. I wish I could have gotten a close look at Julia, though. I thought this was finally going to be my chance. Ah, she's so dreamy. Alright, we're starting to make their way back. If they find me here, I'm doomed. Should you like, Captain, I would be happy to help you disguise yourself. Pardon? I can't pretend to be familiar with your situation, but I can see you aren't comfortable with being discovered here. In these situations, your instinct may be to hide, but I believe the best thing to do is the exact opposite. If it works for you, I'd be happy to accompany you somewhere a little safer. Oh my, thank you. Ah, Julia. Please do, right away. My pleasure. Never mind, I suppose it was just my imagination. It must have been. Well, this area seems to be empty. Will this be far enough, do you think? It should be. Whew. I can't apologize enough for this, Major. Oh, think nothing of it. I'm used to having to run around without being discovered. Usually because Olivier's caused some kind of predicament. I can see that. I'm still ashamed of what happened, though. I let a simple commotion like that ruin my plans to go outside the city for my day off. I wasn't able to calm the situation at all. I wouldn't have even been able to leave the castle without resorting to a disguise. I'm not sure you've any reason to be blaming yourself here, Captain. I'm afraid I must disagree. As a member of the Royal Guard, I am utterly useless, and this isn't the first time that I felt that way. During the coup d'etat, I was powerless. I should have been able to protect Her Highness, and yet she ended up being captured and placed in danger. The same was true when Grancel was attacked by the Ouroboros, too. Not only could I not protect Her Majesty from being endangered by them, I wasn't even able to be anywhere near her. I, of all people, should have been right there by her side in her hour of need. How dare I learn of what happened only after the fact? I'm not fit to even serve them. Well, I can certainly understand your frustrations. They were both safe, were they not? Surely that is what counts above all. Much as we may wish to be, no human is omnipotent. Neither of us are any exception to that. I understand that. Or at least I like to believe that I do. But to make matters worse, I now find out there are magazine articles about me, making me out to be some kind of great hero. There's even talk of me being promoted. I don't feel like I've even done my job in a way that's worthy of praise, never mind anything to deserve being given a higher position. No, none of that is what bothers me most. If people want to give me greater praise than I deserve, let them. And receiving a promotion isn't in itself a cause to be unhappy, more the opposite, on paper at least. But in reality, it will result in me becoming busier because of my new duties, which will result in me end up even further away from Her Highness than I am now. I'm a little envious of you, to tell the truth, Major. You've always been able to go and escort Prince Oliver like it's the most natural thing in the world. Maybe you weren't always by his side, but you were there when he needed you most. You did more than escort him, too. You were able to help and aid him in ways beyond the call of duty. By comparison, I can't seem to be able to help Her Highness at all. I can't even lend her an ear when she is plagued with worry. When she was agonizing over whether to assume her position as Crown Princess, I couldn't do a single thing for her. I feel somewhat reluctant to give my opinion here, as I can hardly pretend to be well versed in your situation. But from where I stand, your position seems to me the more fortunate one. How so? What exactly do you mean, Major? I didn't mean to offend you, so I apologize if I did. But protecting that fool is a task that was thrust upon me the moment I was born. Between us, I find myself envious of your natural loyalty to the ones you serve. The moment you were born? Oh right, you're a Vander. And we're a military family who traditionally serves the Imperial family, yes. My luck for anything less than a hectic life ran out the second I was given it, I fear. Haha, that's certainly a great responsibility to be destined to fulfill. Especially when you're chosen to protect Prince Oliver, of all people. Quite so. Still, my point stands. I do believe that it's a happy, fortunate thing to be able to serve and devote yourself to those you genuinely care for. I may hardly be an expert on the subject, seeing as Her Highness is much less a handful, but am I wrong? No, I see your point. Perhaps I should see being able to sit and worry about something like this as a luxury. Although, whether someone who isn't able to defend Her Highness can really be called a member of the Royal Guard is another issue entirely. Captain, if you'd like, I would be happy to teach you a good way to clear your head. To clear my head, you say? Indeed. Still, I would like you to keep this off the record. This will be a one-round duel. Both arts and items may be used. So this is what you had in mind. I can't say I feel especially confident about my chance of defeating a warrior of the famed Vander family, but I'll certainly try. Ah, there's no need to be so modest. Well, Captain, let us begin.
My soul! No way! No way! No way!
Please stop canceling my heart.
No way! No way!
What a jerk.
Take it!
My soul.
Not that.
This is bad.
That's dumb. Friggin' he was just instantly able to cancel all my arts. That's really annoying. Ugh, I knew you would be formidable, but not quite like this. Captain, may I ask something? What did you lose by being defeated? I'm not sure I understand. The easiest way to determine the true worth of something is to imagine how things would be if you were to lose it. When you do that, you start to see things for how they really are beyond simple logic. Imagine you were to vanish from the world, and yet you still possess the ability to think. Would there be anything left lingering on your mind? Anything that worried you? Something that you wished you could do? If so, that is what you should do most. Those are excellent questions, Major. Your Highness, I think I finally know what I wish to do. I cannot thank you enough. Thanks to you, I can finally see the path I have to take. I'll be sure to take all you've taught me today to heart. Don't just assume I thought of any of what I said or done today myself. I often would cross swords with my uncle to clear away frustration of having to deal with my own insufferable charge. Well, it's probably about time I thought about returning to Erebonia. As much as I hate to admit it, I'm feeling a hint of concern for his well-being. Only a hint? Please give my regards to the prince when you see him then. I shall. And give mine to Princess Claudia as well. I also shall. It was at that moment that I made a decision in my heart. I would do all that I could to support Her Highness and the nation's future queen. But to that end, I also resolved to accept whatever promotions I received. No doubt, the further I moved up the ranks, the more my chance would actually meet her would decrease. But even if we can't meet in person, even if I have to do it from afar, I want to be able to support her. Perhaps this decision is a selfish one, but I do hope you can forgive me for making it, Your Highness. I feel somewhat reluctant to disturb Her Majesty while she's busy working, but... Is that you, Julia? Your Highness, Sieg? How come you're back here already? Oh, did you think I was still over at the villa? I expected to be too, but there weren't many people there today, so I was able to leave earlier than expected. Ah, I see. I'm just as surprised to see you here, actually. I thought you'd been given a day off today. Oh, you knew? Haha, indeed I had. I ended up running into a friend I don't have many opportunities to spend time with. This time we spent together simply flew by. I owe my deepest thanks to Her Majesty for giving me the opportunity. I'm happy to hear that. Julia, I realize this may feel a little out of nowhere, but I wanted to thank you for always supporting me. Goodness, that is out of nowhere. But it's something I should have done ages ago. I can't believe it's taken me this long to state the obvious. Everything my parents would otherwise have taught me, you ended up doing in their place. How to fight, how to act, how to think. It's like I'm now only starting to realize just how much of what makes me myself are things I learned from you. I feel like I've grown up always seeing you as a role model. I remember grandmother laughing at me at one point about how similar I am to you too. Even in the little things like how I walk and move, she says I'm just like you. Julia? Is something the matter? No. All this time I really have been right by her side. I spent all this time worrying because I couldn't see her by mine. But as far as she was concerned, I was always there. I truly am beyond help. Chloe, may I ask something? May I say something, rather? I don't believe I'll be able to wait upon you as I always have any longer. But even now, I wish to do all I can to protect and support you. I wish to continue being your retainer, your friend, and your sister as well. So, please try not to overexert yourself during my absence. And even if I'm not able to be near you at all the time, I still want you to know that you can always call upon me if you need me. Yeah, of course I will. Although I can't promise I won't find myself unintentionally taking advantage of your kindness when I do. I'm always happy to have you to depend on. And I'll always be glad you feel that way. That afternoon, they were able to enjoy a few relaxing cups of tea together. Despite her initial resistance, Julia's day off proved to be much more enjoyable than she had expected. And it seemed inevitable that the fragrance of the tea that she drank that day would remain in her memories forever. Side story: Julia's day off finished. Septium Vein, and 3,000 Mira. Interesting. Anyway, I guess that's that. This has been Ark Nova playing Trails of the Sky the Third. Until next time, stay cool.